feel like I did have my foot in the door a little bit in terms of volunteering and a little bit of work experience. But with Justice Action, it was definitely a whole new door that I had my foot in. And it was a great learning experience. So Justice Action is a not-for-profit, independent grassroots organization that works towards policy and law reform, particularly in relation to prison and mental health reform. It's run by Brett. He's a fantastic man, and he is actually, he does this in his own time, and he mentors all the interns that come in because it's fully it's fully student-led, fully volunteer-led. So there's a lot of unpaid work that is involved, of course.
Right.
And so he spends a lot of time mentoring us because he knows that while it is unpaid, we do want to make it, an impact in the community. And we also want to gain those skills so we can take that with us wherever we go in the future, especially in the field itself. So it was definitely a reciprocal relationship that I felt like I built and the people around me built. And we worked on lots of different things. I was in the deaths in custody team and the human rights team. So with deaths in custody, we were looking at law reform, particularly in relation to, the disproportionately high incarceration rates of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, looking at the systemic causes, and working with, coroners, and other, court professionals and other legal professionals to bring about certain, law reform submissions. So we would be writing reports and submissions and proposing different alternatives to certain things. And there was honestly so much that was involved. In the human rights team, it was a lot more expansive, I feel. With human rights, we were looking specifically into prison inmate rights and the rights that prisoners have. So we looked at, the formation of a prison union and what that could mean. So the legal character of a prisoner being able to work, what does that mean? And can they actually gain certain, rights from joining a union? And why may that be important for them?
Yeah, you mentioned that it's student-led, right? So
Yes.
would you encourage other students who are interested in policy and social impact to, potentially look at Justice Action?
Absolutely. And I think especially those that want to be more, who want to make their approach to their work and their research and whatever, more grassroots. And I think that when you are in a grassroots space, you learn so much more. And I think you become very immersed, and emotional about the work that you do. And I think that's a great thing to have because it gives you purpose and meaning in everything that you do. And I feel like I had that to begin with, but it definitely, expanded and strengthened when I entered Justice Action.